Hi everyone, I'm Justisa, and welcome to Christmas Folklore. Imagine, you are once again a child, Christmas is just around the corner, you're decorating, baking cookies, and have a jolly good time. But you know that soon he will come. Have you been nice this year? Or have you been misbehaving? Not doing your homework or chores as you should have done? What will he give you? Will he give you presents or candy? Or will he kidnap you and eat you? No. This isn't Santa we're talking about. This is something far more grim and creepy. Whatever you've done this year, it's too late to make amends. Krampusnacht is upon us. Krampus is a folklore story from the Alpine countries like Austria, Slovenia, Hungary, Czech Republic, and Croatia. There are many different versions of this story. The story I heard as a child was that if you had misbehaved, Krampus would come and kidnap you and eat you. But if you had been nice, he would put candy in your shoes if you had put them on your windowsill before bed. But one other thing that I heard was that he and St. Nicholas were working together. They both went out on December 5th, and if you were bad, Krampus would punish you and St. Nicholas would give you gifts. The folklore tale of Krampus is dated back to long before the Christians came to Europe. There is no written proof of this, but they do believe that Krampus has been celebrated since the 6th century. When the Christians came to Europe, there was a great conflict of belief, so they had to do something to make them come together. As a solution, they tried to connect the pagan tradition with the Christian ones. That is why the story sometimes changes to St. Nicholas and Krampus working together. As a way to feel connected and also work together, even though there were such big differences between the people and their beliefs. Krampus is pictured like a hairy goat man with horns and hooves and a snake-like tongue. Many compare him to the depictions of the devil. He carries chains that he rattles and makes terrible noises with. This is said to be symbolism of how the devil is chained to hell. But in the pagan beliefs, he carries his birch branches that he whips the bad children with. He also has a sack on his back in the pagan stories, and this one is for kidnapping the children or saving them for eating or drowning them. But how is Krampus celebrated? December 5th is Krampusnacht or Krampus night. It is the night before the feast of St. Nicholas on December 6th. Krampusnacht is the night that Krampus comes out and either punishes or takes the kids who have been misbehaving. In some versions, he is accompanied by St. Nicholas, who gives the good children gifts. In some places, they have festivals and celebrate together. The men dress up as Krampus and walk around town and scare everyone who watches the parade. This is called Krampuslauf, or the Krampus Run.
What would you do if you were walking down the street in Germany and saw this?
Every year for Krampusnacht, people send Krampuskarten. It's holiday cards with images of Krampus kidnapping children and seducing women. They come in many different ways, but it's treated like sending Christmas cards. And it's been a tradition since the 19th century. There is also a female version of Krampus called Perta. Perta is a goddess in Alpine paganism, especially in Upper Germany and Austria. Her name means the bright one, and she is depicted as a beautiful woman, white as snow. But she is also depicted with one large foot, called a goose foot. In Tyrol, she is depicted as an old wrinkly woman with a hook nose, bright eyes, and her hair disheveled, and her clothes old and torn. So, what does Perta do? Sometime during the 12 days between Christmas and Epiphany, she walks through town, entering homes, and she knows if you have been a good, hardworking person or if you have been a bad one. If you've done good, she will leave you silver, but if you've been bad, she will slit your belly, rip out your intestines, and stuff you with straw and pebbles. She also did this if you had eaten something other than the traditional feast of meat, fish, or gruel on her feast day. She isn't a female version of Krampus, she is her own goddess with her own following and history. But there are likenesses to their stories. That is all I had on Krampus and Perta. I hope you learned something interesting and new. Next week, we will be talking about Mary Lloyd of Welsh tradition. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care of yourself and each other, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Creepy! I'm done. Fuck! I got it! And candles. Krampus is a folklore story from the Alpine countries like Australia. Australia is not an Alpine country. But one other thing that I heard was my neighbor's looking at me. I'm not gonna leave. So awkward. Who brings the good girls? Just the good girls. This is called the Krampuslauf, or the Krampus run. I tried to say it in Swedish. Run. Oh god, I was thinking it. I didn't mean to say it. I was just thinking it. I'm sorry. I'm crying. Shit. This is called a Krampuslauf. I'm sorry. I can't. This entire paragraph, I can't. Krampuslauf, or the Krampus run. This is called Krampuslauf.
One eternity later.
I did it! I did it! Woo! I'm all alone, okay? I live alone, I'm all alone. Good job on me.